It's never over.
Hey guys, so I'll be showing you my Traptrix deck roll for you for March of 2023. I do apologize that I haven't been on lately. When was the last one? 10 months ago? Sorry about that. I've been busy with life in general. 10 months, man. I can't believe I've been gone for 10 months. And, you know, a lot of things happen in my life, and that's why I haven't posted. But the new structure deck of Traptrix came out a while back. I do apologize, I made this a little bit too late. I was waiting for my cards to come in and also other things in my life. But I really am happy with this structure deck overall. So today I'll be showing you my version of Traptrix overall. It's an amazing deck, I gotta say. Giving people a chance to play competitive in a budget way is amazing. I know a lot of people just hate this hate this structure deck, and some people that love it. I understand completely, because some people that have spent thousands and thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars for competitive decks is just like crazy just for the auto win. Here's the thing. There's no auto win. There's always skills. And I always say, like, skills come from experience. And I gotta say, if you're saying that Traptrix doesn't have skills, well, you're sadly mistaken. I can understand you're gonna be saying, oh, it doesn't have skills. It does have skills. They both can be either way. But I think this does have skills to put if you know what you're doing. Obviously, some people are saying, oh, you just set some track pulls, and that's not true, because we have to know what is gonna be you're gonna be putting. But anyways, I am not trying to trash talk anybody or anything like that. But anywho, let's start with the deck pro, shall we? That's what you want to see. So first off, we're playing 3 copies of Mirmello. Mirmello's effect is all the trap monsters have the unaffected by the effects of trap hole normal traps, which is very important. All of them become unaffected because of that. But this card says when this card is normal summon, you can add 1 normal trap hole card from your deck to your hand, and then has the other effect, which is kind of mandatory overall. If this card is special summon, you can target 1 spell tracker your opponent controls and destroy it. I mean, this card has, because it is a very old, it's an old card, because it was one of the first Traptrix. Her effect is mandatory to do, so it activates instantly. So overall, 3 copies of that. Then next up, we're playing 3 copies of Mantis. Mantis effect is if this card is normal. If this card is normal summon, you can add 1 Traptrix monster from your deck to your hand, and it has the effect as once per turn. Quick effect: you can bounce back a spell track card you have on your field, and you can set a spell track card from your deck to your hand. So this is really good, because when you're in your Sarah play, you need the effect of Sarah just to, you know, let's just say to add another trap hole or bounce back or something, whatever. This helps to activate that. Next up, we're playing 3 copies of the new card, Putica. Putica's effect is just bonkers. Putica, when she's normal summon, you can add the field spell of the Traptrix, which is Traptrix Garden, which is crazy, a really crazy field spell. And then when this card is special summon, you can target 1 special summon monster your opponent controls, banish it until the end of the next turn, and it's an option that if he wants it to go back to him, you know, just like I think it was Redoer, was it? That has that kind of ability that you can target it and then it can come back. What was that card that I'm completely forgetting it. But yeah. Next up, we're playing I'm sorry, I can't say that name. That name is so freaking Arachona. I have no idea. I'm gonna call her Era. I'm just gonna call her Era. I'm not gonna say that name. It's super long. I don't know how to pronounce it as well. So I'm gonna call her Era. So what Era does is that the first time any of your trap holes will be destroyed, or trap. Yeah, unaffected by that. And then if the first time each set card, my bad, the first time any of your set cards will be destroyed, first time they don't get destroyed. Then she has the other ability: if they control another Traptrix monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. So easy enough. If you control that, it's during the player's turn, quick effect, and they want to destroy the back row. You do this; they don't get destroyed the first time. And obviously, the important thing is that Era will lock you, when she special summon, will lock you into insects and plants. So, what happens? If you special summon this and go for an Exceed play on that same turn, you can't go for a babushka. You cannot go to a time reload because it will set you to insect and plant. I've seen people cheating with this card to just go to a Dradur, a babushka, or a Zeus. Don't do that. Read, or they're in the moment that they're gonna win, and then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna cheat like that. Anyways, 2 copies of Dione. Dione's really cool because she is literally just normal summon, add back a special summon 1 Traptrix monster from your graveyard to the field in the first position, and then has the other effect if this card is special summon. When this card is special summon, you can target 1 normal trap hole card from your graveyard, set it, but banish it when it leaves the field. Interesting card, and I really like this overall. It's, helps you with recovering all your stuff back overall. Now, for the non-Traptrix monster, we're playing 3 copies of Parallel Exceeds. Parallel Exceed right now is being a huge thing for this because it's just a really good extender overall in the deck. Helps a lot to bring out more of the XE plays, more of the plays that you want to do with the XEs, and does help you with any of the other XE monsters that you have in your extra deck, even for a Traptrix XE monster, because they're all level 4th and they do not require an insect monster or a plant. Whichever. Next up, we're playing 3 copies of Ash Blossom. Yes, you can get Ash Blossom easily now because there's been already 2 structure decks that gives you Ash Blossom, so you can't whine that you don't have Ash Blossom. You can get Ash Blossom. Konami's doing a great job giving us these last few structure decks staples that we need, and if they keep going this round, we can now play competitive in a budget style. Obviously, a lot of people won't like that in the competitive scene because they spend thousands and thousands of dollars, and I think that's a choice to spend all that money to play the best deck. But here's the thing: the best deck doesn't mean that you always win. You have to know from your skills, and it's saying, "Oh, I have skills." Like, okay, show it to me. Next up, we're playing 3 copies of Nibiru. So Nibiru is really cheap at the moment. So I think I got my play set of Nibirus. I think I've gotten 6 of them now. For $10. I got them for $10. So yeah, you can get them pretty cheap. You don't have to spend. Now it's really cheap to get Nibiru. I did play this against with a Cashier matchup, and he got pissed as hell with it. He did get pissed off with that overall. It's just that, it just cleans the board. Obviously, I will give you some options if you don't want to use the Parallel Xyz, you don't want to use the Ash Blossom or the Nibiru. So obviously for these the Nibiru, you can use the Insect Kaijus that the structure comes with it, which is really great overall. You can use the Kamungas, you can use the Mothra, and yeah, have some fun with that. For the Parallel Series, you can swap these, and the FL, you can swap these for a ratio of 3 and another Traptrix monster that you want to use, or something else that you want to use in general to make your plays different, make it unique. But overall, this is the ideal things that I want to be using. Maybe in the future I will change some things, but right now this is my ideals of what I want to run in my deck, in my main deck. So that's enough for the monsters. We're running a really significant monsters overall, which I'm really happy with that. Next up are the spells. Now the spells, we're just running the 1 Traptrix Garden. That's pretty much it. We're not playing any more other spells in this deck. Traptrix Garden is amazing. Obviously, like I said, Putica finds this for you for free. Amazing. So what it does is that during the main phase, you can do an additional normal summon for a Traptrix monster in addition to my normal summon. And has the other effect, if one of your Traptrix monsters will be destroyed, if one of your insects or plant monsters get destroyed for the first time by battle, they don't get destroyed. And then it has the other effect is that you can banish 1 monster from you control to special 1 Traptrix monster from your hand or graveyard. You can only use this 1 effect once per turn. So it's pretty cool that you can get that normal summon and protection from battle, and get and obviously banish a monster that you control, so you can special summon a Traptrix monster. I've done this with Parallel C. Jesus, Oh my god, I almost forgot. So he has plus on my parallel Cris to special summon that, and then I was like, dang, I need something. And then I use this effect to bring out a Traptrix monster to bring out the effects of Sarah and all that stuff. So it did actually help me a lot. That banish. So that's pretty much it for that spell. For the trap cards, we're playing the one Bottomless Trap Hole. We're playing the one Terrifying Trap Hole Nightmare. Terrifying Trap Hole is one of the new cards, and its entries, if your opponent has special summon a monster this turn, target one monster your opponent controls with 2,000 attack or more, destroy it. Then, if you have a normal Trap Hole in your graveyard, you can banish a monster from your opponent's graveyard. You can only use this effect of Nightmare once per turn. So it's pretty cool, I gotta say. You get a Destruction plus a Banish. Amazing. Then, obviously, like I said, you have the one Bottomless Trap Hole. This is amazing because this overall destroys the normal summon of many monsters, which is crazy. Then we have the one Gravedigger Trap Hole. This helped me a lot against Nibiru. And just making me banish my stuff. Boom, activate this, negate it, and inflict 2,000. Heck yeah, pretty good. Then we'll play two Floodgate Trap Holes. This card is stupidly good. It's just, they hate me because of this. They do. Then we're playing two of the Trap Hole Nightmare, which is Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare. This is really good because when an opponent special summons a monster, the activated effects of them are negated and they get destroyed, which is really good, I gotta say. Then for the 3-ups, we're playing the new trap card, which is Traptrix Halut. So right now, Halut is an amazing card right now. Really great card that's helping this deck just do the plays that I think are amazing. A lot of people are like, they're good with it. Some people are bad with it. They don't want it. They want it banned. They want it to stay at 3. And it says it's unfair. It's like, okay, let's read first the card. Now, it says, you can activate this card on your turn if it was said by discarding a normal trap card to special summon this card in the defense position, and it becomes a normal monster, plant, earth, level 4. And then it has, this card is not treated as a trap card. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Traptrix monster in your graveyard, special summon. You can only use this effect once per turn. So here's the thing. It has a lot of stuff in this card. It has to special summon itself, and you can reborn stuff. Now, here's things. This already has a cost to summon it. People say, "Oh, it's too, it's so degenerate or generic to just bring out this." Hear me out. So, when you use this card, you're activating it and discarding. The other trap card we had, which was the Phantom Knight one, the Brigade, said that you can't have any trap cards in your graveyard. Now, in my opinion, both of them are fair trap cards. This is a fair trap card because you're ditching a trap card. You're ditching a card to special summon this. So yeah, I don't know why everybody's going nuts that they don't want this. They think it's really just that. But anyway, for the other trap cards, playing 3 copies of Imperms. I have my Imperms since I had the structure deck, which I am very happy that I did. I do have a few copies in my things. Overall, really great. If you can't afford it, to swap this, there can only one goes in match, D-barrier, or stuff like that, which is good. Next up is the last of the traps, 3 Evenly Matches. Now, Evenly Match is just something really good, and plus, it's in the structure deck, so you can't complain overall. So that's pretty much for the trap cards. Okay. Now for the extra deck. Now for the extra deck, we are playing 3 copies of Sarah. Sarah is in one of your win cons in this deck in general, because this will help you dig into your deck So it says here it's unaffected by trap cards. You can only use one of these effects each per turn. And it says if you and one of the effects, the first effect is if a normal trap card activates, you can special one Traptrix monster from your deck to the field with a different name than that card's you control. So you can special summon another Traptrix monster, but it can be the same Traptrix monster that you special summon, which is cool. Then as the other effect is, if another Traptrix monster effect is activated, you can set one normal trap hole from your deck directly to the field, which is great. Then I played 2 copies of Traptrix Cularia. Cularia is really interesting. I know people are just running 1 and then the Earth Charmer. I wanted to run 2 because, hey, I wanted to make it a little bit pseudo, like has a little bit of pure Traptrix in it in general. So obviously it requires 2 insect monsters or plant monsters. And it reads, this link monster cannot be it's unaffected by trap cards. You can only use it of each effect once per turn, following the effects of Traptrix Cularia. Once per turn, after the activation of a whole normal trap card activates, you can set it instead of sending it to the graveyard. During the end phase, you can target 1 Traptrix monster in your graveyard, special summon defense unit, which is cool. I've used, this has helped me a couple of times, very few little times, but, you know, does the job. Next, we're playing the 1 copy of Traptrix Atipus. I don't know how to pronounce this. Is one of the new link monster that came in the structure deck, and it reads: this link monster is unaffected by the trap cards. All Traptrix monsters you control gain an additional 1,000 while you have a normal trap card in your graveyard. Once per turn, you can target face-up cards your opponent controls up to the number of insects or plant monsters you control. Negate their effects until the end of the next until this turn. Then it has this. Then you can apply this effect. Banish 1 normal trap card in your graveyard, and if you do, destroy 1 of those targets face-up cards, which is pretty cool, gotta say. Then we're playing 2 copies of Pingu. Pingu's really a good card, I gotta say. So her effect is, while this card has a material, it's unaffected by traps effect, and also the activation of the effects of other monsters with the same type of this card. Materials, yeah. You can only use this effect once per turn, and it has the effect is when you detach 1 material, you can add 1 Traptrix monster from your deck to your hand, and it has the other, if a monster is sent to the graveyard or banished by a card effect, except during the damage step, you can attach it as a material instead, which is pretty cool, gotta say. I like that a lot. Then we're playing the 1 copy of Alamoris. Alamoris is really, it's okay. I don't use it that much. I don't go with that much. Like, one time I had to go to her, and I just noticed that there's the glare. There we go. We don't have glare. So let me just move this because there is glare. We have glare. We have glare. We have glare in our cards. We don't want glare in our cards. There we go. Okay, so she's a rank 4, and it reads, this card is unaffected by trap cards while it has an XC material. You can only activate this effect once per turn. Now it says you can attach 2 material from your special and 1 level 4 insect plant monster for your graveyard. So really enough, it helps you recover back any of your Traptrix monsters back to the graveyard to special summon them, which is nice. You can't complain with that. Then the other thing is if an opponent's monster leaves the field because of a card effect, and it's now in the graveyard or banished, as during the banish, you can attach 1 material from it. This card, then target that card and special one to your side of the field. So easy enough, you can monster reborn on your side of the field and just take it. And then lastly, we have 2 copies of Traptrix Rafflesia. Ah, man, I really need to get the foil ones because I want to get all these ladies all foiled up. Rafflesia is just woof. Endgame board. In general, you put this in the defense position, and it reads: it's unaffected by trap cards while it has a Traptrix monster you control, except for Rafflesia, cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effect your opponent controls. Cannot target Traptrix monsters you control, except Traptrix Rafflesia. That's a lot. While this then you have the effect is then one quick effect: detach 1 material from this. Then you can send one whole trap card from your deck to the graveyard, and the effect of this applies as its own effect. So what does that mean? Like, because so when Rafflesia is in the field, you can detach and send any of your trap holes, any of these, one of them, and the effect will apply to her as her own effect, which is pretty cool. I've used this and I'm like, oh my god, this is stupid, and they just passed turn. Now for the non Traptrix monsters, which are the overall, is one babushka. This helped me just a couple of times to stall for the game, which is really good. The one time to reducer, obviously a lot of people are using time to reducer because of its materials, which is that if you have a trap card on it, trap card says place one face-up card your opponent controls to the top of the deck, which is really nice. Then these are like my own opinions on the other two that I want to. A lot of people are just using Zeus, or a lot of people are using other things. I didn't want to use Zeus right now. I think Zeus is just like a little bit overrated at the moment. So I'm playing the one Tornado Dragon, you know, rank 4, which is nice. And then this one is my spicy tech. A lot of people are just like, this is just a garbage card. But it's not for me. And that is a Drill Driver Vespernaut. So hear me out why this card is actually pretty nifty. So you can exceed this onto a level 4, which is good. It does piercing damage. So I've done is that when I do the the bottomless trap hole, no, the floodgate trap hole, I go to this and do piercing damage. And the cool thing about this, if this card is destroyed by your opponent's card effects, while this had an XC material, you can special summon a level 4 or lower monster in your graveyard and special summon, which is cool because I've actually, hear me out, I've actually summoned a lot of my Traptrix monsters because of this, and this helps. One of them was with Pudica. So I had Vespa in the field, and I had Sarah in the field. What happened? So he destroyed this. He didn't read the effect of this. He destroyed it by card effect. I don't remember. It was just like says destroyed, whatever. I don't remember. He destroyed it, and then effect of Vespa. Wait, that thing has a graveyard effect. Yeah. Okay. Summon Pudica and banish the monster, which was pretty funny, and he didn't expect that, which was pretty cool, I gotta say. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the extra deck. This is 15 in total. Obviously, you can swap a bunch of things here. I actually prefer it like this. I know people will put this at 1, put this at 1, just so they can have the Zeus, and obviously this just to have the Zeus package. The Zeus package, in my opinion, is overrated. There's so many people using it. It's just like, it's just like, why you need it? Overall. Oh, and the Exciton Knight, the Steel Sworn Roach, all that stuff. It's, in my opinion, overrated. I understand people want to use them, but I have them, the roaches, but I don't want to use them. So that's pretty much it for the extra deck. Now for the side deck. Side deck, in my opinion, is always an option. Do not let people get you for a side deck. In my opinion, I made a side deck just for the fun of it. For just, laughs and giggles. So I play 3 Lava Golem, 3 Cosmic Cyclones, D-Barrier, which is just, I might even want to put this in the main. Triple Gozen, and triple Torrential. And that's pretty much it for my side deck. Lava Golem is just if I want to swap my Nibiru for the Lava Golem so it doesn't activate effect, which is really good for the next game. Cosmic Cyclone is just Cosmic Cyclone. You never know. D-Barrier is just... I'm thinking of putting it... I want to put this in the main, but here I don't know what to cut. That's the thing. Gozen Match is really funny because of the attribute the attribute games, which is really good. And Torrento is just nuke the board, except my Traptrix monsters, they stay alive. And that's pretty much it for the side deck overall. So yeah, I think that is it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, I hope I can improve some things that I want to. If the continuation of the Traptrix deck continues, I might be playing the roaches, Evil Swarm Roach, Steel Swarm Roach, and I really don't want to buy the Zeus after all. It's not because it's expensive, it's just that it's so overrated. So overrated. And might play the Deer Charmer in the future, but I like this version overall. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, turn that notification button for any new updates of the channel. And also, I want to thank you to my friend Chris. If you guys are a long-term channel viewer of my channel, Cris the Lightsworn, who did the Lightsworn deck profile, the budget hero deck profile, the weather painter profile, and many other deck profiles he has done here in my channel. He created that thumbnail right now of the Traptrix. Go check him out. I will leave you a link on his channel. He has started a YouTube channel, and also help him out so he can grow his channel. He's starting from scratch. He's starting great, and he's gonna do awesome things. So I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.